Blessings BookTube. Today I initiate a new series, which is my latest attempt to highlight specific videos by BookTube creators that I think are outstanding. I had it as a playlist for a long time. Nobody was making their way to that playlist. So I'm going to pick a different video each week to share with you on what I'm calling Sunday Shoutouts. Today I'm talking about Paperbird, probably one of the most original commentators on BookTube. Very much in a visual frame with outstanding music and collages of imagery. But don't sleep on the prose. His analysis is really sound, sometimes a bit meta. He's very, very well read. But yeah, you can lose sight of the really perceptive analyses that he's giving with all the flashes and bangs. So try to attend to all your senses at once. So Paperbird is a book lover. He grew up, he had a P.O. box where he would receive all different literary magazines that he didn't pay for, like the Quarterly. He's a fan also of Conjunctions, the New Directions, Paris Review, Sleeping Fish, in which the Underground Sleeping Fish, in which he was published, as well as the New York Tyrant, among other literary quarterlies that he, or literary reviews that he highlights in one of his videos. I also used to stuff John Updike's down his pants in Waterstones in the mall and walk out with them. He really loves his books. Now, as a writer, he had a dream about some sort of goddess figure based on an actress. And after that, he wrote 3,000 words a day for 5 months until he had a 500-page monster that he shopped around. Didn't get any traction, unfortunately. So he sort of seems like he's left his writing stuff behind, but still an avid reader. What else can we say about him? He studied under 2 teachers. It's a bit sad, actually. He went to college. Right away, he went around to all the literature teachers to try to initiate conversations with them. And they were not interested. They just, take the class and that's it, right? They didn't want to engage on a human level. And that really put him off. So he ended up doing more philosophy, which is just sad. But he eventually made his way to creative writing. And the teacher there was Laura Furman, who went on to edit the O. Henry Prize collections. But sadly, he ended up in an independent study with her. And she was not a fan of his use of expletives, among other things. I will say some of his videos, there's some scatological elements that aren't to my taste. He describes the overuse of the word fuck in one book, for example, as shorting the clutch, when you take your foot off the clutch too fast, when you're driving, that horrible revving sound. That is sort of how some blue language grates on certain people's ears. I'm no prude. Laura Furman may or may not be. But yeah, sometimes they aren't to my taste. But look past them because it's really worth it. Now, Laura ended up deciding not to work with him, and he still needed the credits to graduate. Luckily, there was a visiting teacher who took him up, and that was Ben Marcus. Ben Marcus, amazing teacher, writer. He's compared here by Paperbird to Coover, Hawkes, Borges. He says he combines the workshop-y stuff with the creative stuff, which I love hearing someone admit that there's this workshop-y element to some creative writing program stuff. He's got lots of favorites. Paperbird now, John Hawkes Cannibal, Rich Bass. He likes seagull syntax and sonically aware writing, among other things. That's the kind of analysis that you get. Seagull syntax, I love it. He does not like dystopia, desert island stuff, um, questions in narrative or footnotes, uh, micro details, uh, lyrical melody in which the word sort of eclipses, um, and heavily feminized content in certain feminist collections. Um, he seems to really like the nouveau romanists, the new novelists, I guess, Robbe, etc. You have something about the font, but I'm not sure what that is, so we'll move on. He has synesthesia. Very interesting. There's people who like see colors when they listen to music and stuff like that. He sees colors in the letters when he reads, like red TH, blue M, yellow, double L, white I's, green P's, things of that. He's particularly thinks that he sees this colors, and he wonders if they're not synesthetes themselves, with like Nabokov, Rimbaud, especially in the connective tissue words and received language. So I think that's enough about Paperbird himself. I realize I haven't told you anything about him as an actual person. I don't know anything except that he has a facial scar, maybe a bit of a lazy eye. I think I saw him once in one of his videos, because his videos are always sort of down on the books, one of these kinds, and then of course with the imagery. He's from a cold state, I think, and he sounds maybe 30-ish to me. That's just a guess, complete guess. Very sort of soft-spoken, almost like, what do you call it, Midwestern U.S. accent. Again, a total guess. Some of you probably know more of those kinds of things. You can put it in the comments for those who are interested in the actual person. I only attend to the persona when I'm looking at the creator. And in this case, I'm looking at a creator. And I know that BookTube, as a YouTube, as a vlog, is sort of blurring that boundary between the creator and the actual person, and people want to have personal relationships with the people. But I'm mainly interested in people as creators in forums like this. So let me move on to the video that I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend the Foster Wallace video. There are a lot of other great ones. There's one about Servidio's shadow, where you can explore this whole idea of the anxiety of influence from V.S. Naipaul to Paul Theroux. And it's interesting in light of Paperbird's relationship to his own mentor, Ben Marcus. He has, of course, videos about Ben Marcus as well. But I love the ending of the... and there are crazier videos with more imagery. Like many BookTube creators, you can see an arc in his time. I think he's been on for 10 years. Not sure if he's still on, actually, but he started 10 years ago. I know that because I went to the end. And he started out with more sort of single text discussions, more grounded in just look at this one book. And then, like many BookTube creators, towards the end, he's looking at 50 books at once and that kind of thing. But yeah, watch it to the end. His videos are not overly long anyway, and they're chock full. Watch the Foster Wallace one to the end. Not myself a huge Foster Wallace lover, but it's quite a powerful ending, I believe. So check out that video by Paperbird, and let me know what you think of this series. If there are certain booktubers that you would like to see me shout out, shout them out. If you wouldn't mind, in the comments, specifically by one of their videos that you find powerful. It's great to just highlight the booktuber, And of course, I've already done a whole video on their playlists that I really like. Although I'm always discovering new ones. People seem to like that video. You might want to check it out. But yeah, pick an actual video. So just the way you would pick a pearl or a nugget of gold out of an author that you're highlighting. Show us one of their videos of why you think that one is particularly great. Down in the comments, that would be awesome. And I'll see you next Sunday with another Sunday shout out.